What if your life was already determined the moment you were born? What if DNA, this blueprint, controls your personality, your abilities, even your destiny? In 2003, the Human Genome Project declared the completion of nearly the entire map, roughly 3.2 billion base pairs, around 20,000 protein-coding genes. But here's the thing. There were still gaps, regions we couldn't read. It wasn't until recently in 2022 that we truly sequenced every last stretch of DNA. And in 2023, a pangenome reference reflecting diverse ancestries was released. Our understanding of human DNA continues to sharpen. But here's where something strange happens. Identical twins share nearly the same DNA. So why do they live such different lives? Today, we challenge an old belief, genetic determinism. Is DNA a chain of fate or a map of possibilities? By the time you finish this video, how you see yourself will have changed. Chapter 1. A Written Destiny. In 1953, Watson and Crick proposed the double helix structure of DNA. Rosalind Franklin's X-ray diffraction data, among many contributions, made this breakthrough possible. Our understanding of genetic information leapt forward. This was a revolution, because it answered an ancient question: why do children resemble their parents? DNA is an instruction manual for building proteins, and proteins construct our bodies. Eye color, hair texture, height. Simple, beautiful. Life follows chemical instructions. And by the end of the 20th century, scientists realized something else. Genes are linked to disease risk. A pathogenic variant in BRCA1 can elevate lifetime breast cancer risk to roughly 70%. In Huntington's disease, if the CAG repeat count in the HTT gene exceeds a threshold, onset is virtually certain. Genes appeared to write destiny. This is the birth of genetic determinism. We are beings bound by a DNA blueprint. And here's where a crucial question emerges. If genes determine everything, what is free will? Are we merely machines executing DNA's commands? But science must always remain humble, because the truth is far more complex. Yet the real mystery begins here. So why do twins with identical DNA develop different diseases? Let's explore the mechanism. Chapter 2. Beyond the Gene. In the 1990s, scientists discovered something astonishing. DNA sequences don't change, but how genes function does. This is called epigenetics. It means beyond the gene. Small chemical marks attached to DNA, a phenomenon called methylation. Methylation is deeply involved in regulating gene expression, especially promoter methylation, which often leads to reduced expression. Even if you carry a gene, if it switches off, that gene doesn't work. And here's what's astonishing. These marks change with environment. Lifestyle and environment can be linked to epigenetic markers. For instance, smoking is strongly associated with DNA methylation changes at specific sites, as large-scale studies have shown. In other words, DNA is not a fixed blueprint. It's a narrative rewritten through dialogue with the environment. Now, let me share the most shocking study. In 1944, famine struck the Netherlands. Pregnant women suffered severe malnutrition, and the children born to them faced higher risks of obesity and diabetes as adults. Think about what this means. The intrauterine environment can influence long-term health risks. Intergenerational effects are suggested, but in humans, careful consideration is still needed. Still, this discovery was a shock. We are not prisoners of our genes. We are the product of a dialogue between environment and genes. But this raises a profound question. If environment alters genes, what is our responsibility? And what do we leave for the next generation? The extreme view that genes alone determine everything is hard to sustain. On the other hand, in single-gene disorders, genetic factors are overwhelmingly strong. And here, the story takes an unexpected turn. So how does this discovery reshape our understanding of human nature? Let's look at the bigger picture. Chapter 3. The Power to Rewrite Destiny. In 2012, CRISPR-Cas9 was shown to cut targeted DNA sequences. By 2013, genome editing inside cells became practical. For this breakthrough, they would later win the Nobel Prize. What if we could cut out the genes that cause disease? What if we could design humans who are stronger, smarter, healthier? And in 2023, the first therapy using this technology was approved worldwide. A treatment for sickle cell disease and beta thalassemia. Science fiction became reality. But in 2018, a Chinese scientist created gene-edited twins. He claimed to target CCR5 to reduce infection risk, but efficacy and safety were unproven, raising serious ethical and technical concerns. Scientists worldwide reacted with anger and fear, because we had stepped into new territory. The power to edit genes is godlike. It can cure disease, but it can also design human beings. And here's where the deepest question arises. Who has the right to edit what? If only the wealthy can improve their genes, we create a new class system. Genetic inequality becomes permanent. Think about that for a moment. DNA is not destiny. It's dialogue, it's possibility. And now, we hold the power to intervene in that dialogue. But how we use that power is a choice we all must make. I feel a sense of awe at this question, because science alone cannot answer it. So who are we? Genes or experience? The answer is neither. We are the product of dialogue between both, and we can participate in that dialogue. From a broader view, this is a question about the very nature of humanity. So what has this exploration revealed? Let's bring it together. Chapter 4. Insights to Remember. Today, we've explored DNA and destiny deeply. We've moved beyond the old belief of genetic determinism. DNA is not a fixed blueprint. It's a narrative rewritten through dialogue with the environment. And we can participate in that narrative. Let me share the insights we should carry forward from today's exploration. First, DNA is not a fixed chain of fate. It's a map of possibilities, interpreted through dialogue with the environment. Identical twins live different lives because that dialogue differs. Human genome understanding evolved from 2003 to 2022 to 2023 and continues to sharpen. Second, epigenetics gives us power. What you eat, the stress you experience, the environment you grow up in, all of these influence the switches on your genes. In other words, we are not passive beings. Third, CRISPR technology has given humanity unprecedented power. In 2023, gene editing therapy became real. It can cure disease, but it can also design humans. How we use this power is not just a scientific question, it's ethical and social. What these insights reveal is a new understanding of human nature. We are neither genes nor environment. We are the product of their dialogue, and we can actively participate in that dialogue. This exploration moved me deeply. Genetic determinism oversimplified humanity. Reality is richer, more hopeful. We are not prisoners of our genes. We are beings of possibility. And to maximize that possibility, we can choose. Exactly. The more science reveals, the deeper human dignity becomes. So let me ask you, if you could edit your own genes, what would you change? And would that choice truly be yours, or would it be a response to society's expectations? There's no easy answer to this question, but continuing to ask propels us forward. After you finish this video, when you return to everyday life, I want you to be just a little more aware that your choices influence how your genes function. Diet, exercise, stress management. These aren't just health habits. They are dialogue with your DNA. And think about the next generation. Your experiences may influence your children's health. We are leaving behind a genetic legacy. Share your insights in the comments. Your questions are what drive this channel forward. Thank you for joining me on this intellectual journey to the end. On this channel, we explore questions that shake our worldview, from the mysteries of life like DNA to consciousness to the nature of the cosmos. If you're seeking deep understanding, not superficial answers, please subscribe. Let's journey into the unknown together. Until next time.